You're pretty when I'm drunk.
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 And I'm pretty fucking drunk.
Hey guys, Thursday, one of my liver's least favorite day. Sorry, haven't even had anything yet, and that's already started. Today we are looking at Tecrelier House Ale, product of Scotland, 7.2%. But before I do that, I just want to quickly thank a few people. NYHalfassprepper did another beer mail drop, some more Righteous Ale, and he sent a few limited edition Bud Lights in the aluminum can with the Jerry Shamrocks on it. Mackenzie's Hard Cider, Black Cherry. Sounds like something Alex357 would like. And Lech Premium Beer, Crisp Beer. And he sent a mug and a can of flat black spray paint. What are you trying to say something about my barbecue grill when you were here last time? And then a huge thank you to Joe K. I don't know how you can get this shit in the box without out consuming them. Joe sent four bottles of Vampire Slayer, and I'll probably put one in the refrigerator for an emergency, and the rest of them I'm gonna actually cellar. You know, maybe if there's a few guys that not Jerry here for the shoot, maybe I'll divvy it up. He also sent Saint Bernardus. I don't know if that's ABT 12, Abbott 12. Victory Prima Pills. Victory's they've been a pretty decent beers from them. I don't see an alcohol percentage on here. Adventus Tap 6, a wheat double bock ale, 8.2%. And then he said there was a couple of things that he sent that I had actually reviewed. The Stone IPA, that one wasn't bad. And the Odell, this is an outstanding IPA. But wait, there's more. Joe, like most of you guys, knowing that I'm a huge Trek freak, sent me a Enterprise, the 1701 pizza cutter. Classic, man. Classic. I don't really care about criticism. Obviously, if I'm friends with Chuck, I don't give about criticism, but I really do not think I am going to use this as a pizza cutter. I think it would look better back there, or make a little stand for it along with the rest of the Star Trek memorabilia. This thing is honestly, it's way too nice to to use it as a pizza cutter. I already have 2 good pizza cutters. So that is awesome, Joe. Thank you. I hate to even put them back in the boxes. You know, even the boxes from most of the licensed stuff comes looking very awesome. And as a side note, I really want to thank Rich from Pitbull Tactical, the owner. Yeah, it just makes you want to do crazy stuff when you see that red. There you go. Pitbull Tactical Holster, Bloodline for the SR 1911 that Ed gave me. People always want, that's, you know, why in the hell are you friends with Pete at the Armory channel? And what's one of your favorite holsters? Well, I have to be honest when I say I have, and it depends on the clothes you're wearing, the activities for the day, but when it comes right down to one product line, the Pitbull, they're just impossible to beat. I've had people say, well, you know, they try to make a unique looking holster and it's just going to be something else that's going to be poking you. Well, no. They happen to be, I would say, probably the most comfortable holster that I have. And Rich wanted to make this one to set off the grips on it instead of the typical black ones that I normally go with. So, you're looking for an outstanding holster, you can't go wrong with Pitbull Tactical. I know the one complaint that I have seen, and rightfully so, you know, when you're trying to, you know, save a buck, is price. But you also have to keep in mind that these are the most customizable holsters I've ever seen. I mean, first of all, I ordered mine. I always get mine. Well, these last two, I've gotten the full sweat shield, which I'm really glad I do. But you can run, you know, with the wings at different spots if you want to change the angle yourself. This is an inside the waistband and outside the waistband holster, and you take the inside clips off and go with the belt. And again, you could maybe take the wings off and move it in if it interferes with the spacing. Like for me, I have almost every holster I have, no matter whose it is, I like a 330 position, and I've got one pair of pants that falls exactly where this would be. So either I have to change the design of the holster or change where it is on me. And normally, because it's only one pair, if it was a whole bunch of them, I would probably eliminate the wing on one side and then move it in, and that would remedy that problem. But I just don't wear those pants as much, because then you got to take the damn thing all apart and reposition it. But Pitbull Tactical. So we're going to be looking at this. Hang on, I gotta check on this. Yeah? Okay. Well, I guess we're not going to be looking at this. We are under a beer emergency, and instead we're going to look at RAD from SixPoint Brewery. This is 16 ounces. 3.2% for alcohol, 7 IBU. So you're saying to yourself, what the hell is that? Ale with fruit juice added. Okay. Let's do this. I better use a bigger glass. Kind of looks like grapefruit juice. I can't really. Honestly, this smells like something I've had from the brewery. Kind of a fruit juice smell. It almost has a little bit of a oaky kind of a characteristic to it. Okay, well, I'm really interested now, so RAD. This is definitely unique. I'm not sure on what combination of fruit juices that they've used in this. I would honestly say that I'm guessing grapefruit is one of them, because it has kind of a more of a dominant fresh grapefruit, not like the same kind of characteristics that you'd get in a IPA, where you're like, is that pine or is that grapefruit? Grapefruit. This is more of a serious, fresh, squeezed grapefruit-like taste. But then there's almost like a fresh apple, pear, maybe an orange or a tangerine in there. Let me tell you, with what I've been doing, like today we managed to work on the house and track on the opposite side of the sun for about, I would say, 2/3 of the day, but that last third, and come home, relax. This is the kind of thing that you are really going to lean towards when, like, summertime, that kind of thing. Not sure I recommend this for, rehydrating because of the alcohol percentage in there, but you just got done mowing the lawn, doing some outdoor activities, and looking for something to quench your thirst and have a little bit of alcohol. I guess it depends on, I'd have to say that because of the grapefruit part of it, that some of you may lean against it, but the funny thing is as much as I like IPAs and stuff, you're not going to see me go buy a fresh grapefruit and cut it open and have it for breakfast. Last time I did, I think it probably had about 5.5 pounds of sugar on it just to make it edible. But this, seriously, this just the quality of how it tastes. Honestly, this is something that I would fully expect to pour out of a bottle from the brewery, and as of right now, I'm not sure if I've had anything from them that hasn't scored, what, all 10s? Maybe there was a 9.5 in there, but probably mostly 10s. And for 6-point, to pull something like this off, I mean, this seriously falls in its own little category. I mean, I know it says ale, but I'd put this, it's not really sweet like a wine cooler, though. What do they say? 6-point RAD is a unique blend of fruit juices with ale to create an original summer crusher. The first sick liquid from the mad scientist's laboratory. A refreshing take on what beer can be. You're a half-ass prepper. You weren't sure if I would like this or not. I do like this. This is very good. And like I said, this is just what they created it for. A good summertime, when you have to have some alcohol, at least a little. Now, if they created something like this and juiced it up, no pun intended, well, if you're going to have an emergency, you might as well really have an emergency. So, New York half-ass prepper, if you're wondering what my true thoughts are, they come in a 4-pack, and that's 4 of these 16 ounces, same size can that they put their righteous ale in. Now I'm pretty impressed. It's not really what I thought. And the flavors are good, but it definitely summertime thirst quencher. I know when it comes to giving you a fair E scale on this, not to cover it up or make up excuses for where I'm going to put this, but this does fall in its kind of its own category. Say it's an ale with fruit juices. I'm saying that it's definitely not a wine cooler. It's not sweet, overly sweet like you imagine gobs of syrupy sugar and stuff in there. I like this. I mean, shocker, 6-Point Brewery, again, knocking another one out of the park. So, not a wine cooler, but not quite a beer, something in between. I'd have to say that I don't know if in this particular category. I mean, yeah, it can get really, really bad, but for you almost need that subcategory, the ales that have fruit juices in them. Oh, it's really good. I like this, and for what it is, it's a 10. This is not the same 10 that, say, Vampire Slayer falls under. This is in its own little subcategory of ales with lots of fruit juice in them. It's 3.2%, so comparison to some of these heavier hitters like 10% there, you could probably have quite a few of these before you fall down. 7 IBUs, so it's not bitter. It's not bitter at all. So that is definitely worth a try. Thank you very much, New York half-ass prepper. So that concludes the beer emergency. let's just go back. Let's take a look at the tequila house ale tomorrow. And yeah, again, thank you, New York Half-Ass Prepper, for the restock on the beer and a few things there we'll review. I mean, Bud Light, maybe it tastes better in the Shamrock aluminum bottles. And then a big thank you to Joe K. Joe, I'll put the link to Joe's channel. He's a watcher, you know. He's a nice guy. He just doesn't, he doesn't do videos yet, but maybe he will someday. So thanks for the beer. We'll be taking a look at most of the stuff that you sent, but a huge thank you, because I definitely want to stash a few of these. No, I'm not gonna save it for sentimental value. The beer will be drank, but something like this, it's entirely possible to sit on it and have it actually get better versus an IPA. You want to go those when they're as fresh as possible. So definitely gonna have to hide those so that little schmuck Jerry doesn't break into them. And again, Rich from Pitbull, that does look awesome. You guys make just fantastic holsters. So there you go. Okay, guys. Politics. What can I say? You guys that follow it on a daily basis. I almost giggled and pooped myself a little when I heard an interview with Obama today, where when he was being questioned as to why he won't go to the border and see it firsthand, he said he wasn't interested in a photo op. I swear, you can't make this shit up. The guy is so full of shit. It's unbelievable. So that's just my little quick political stuff. So, okay, guys. Cheers. Have a safe Thursday, and we'll see you tomorrow on Friday. He's not interested in a photo op. Yeah, like he's not interested in golfing.